you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Time Mac. Now before we get started, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below as well as the bell so you never miss a sit down with the Mac. Alright you guys, so today I wanted to come to you and actually talk about a pretty popular subject nowadays, as well as something that is kind of dear to me, has become dear to me. It is being vegan. If you guys didn't know, which obviously you didn't, I'm vegan. I recently just became vegan, probably about 4 or 5 months now, and honestly it has been the best decision of my life. I absolutely love being vegan. It's something that I stand by. A lot of my friends are still getting used to me being vegan, so it can be very difficult for them to feed me, as they always say, but it's okay. I've learned to feed myself as a vegan. So first thing I want to talk about is actually how long have I been vegan. As I said, I've been vegan for about 4 or 5 months now, probably going on 6 months now, and it has been one of the best decisions that I have made. It's really something that is, once again, just like fitness, it's a mind thing, so you definitely have to make up your mind, do your research and see how, maybe even alter your meals to see how you would like it. What made me go vegan, honestly, I just got tired of meat. I'm not gonna lie, I got tired of eating meat. I got so tired of it. It was to the point where sometimes my mom would cook and I'd look at her and be like, yo, make some duck. How about duck? Why we gotta eat chicken? Huh? Why we gotta eat chicken? Why not a duck? Huh? Maybe a bird. But I really just was so tired of meat, I didn't even want it anymore. And for about a few weeks, I actually had stopped. Before I actually made the decision to go vegan, I stopped eating meat for like 2 weeks. I just didn't want it. I really just didn't want it. So I started eating a lot of veggies, obviously carbs like rice, potatoes, stuff like that, and beans. And I just didn't want the meat. And then my cousin, who's actually a vegan, and she's been vegan way longer than I have, we started working out together, and I was talking to her about it, and I told her, like, listen, I'm really thinking about going vegan, like I'm tired of eating meat at this point. And she was like, girl, do it, get on the wave. And I was like, I'm gonna get on the wave. So I got on the wave, and I tried it. I loved it, obviously, because I wasn't even eating meat for the past 2 weeks prior to that, and I loved it. So definitely it's something that has really opened my eyes to different things, different meals, different ways of cooking, and like just overall it's made my body a lot more energetic. I will say a lot of people worry about that, but you definitely do get a little more energy from not being a meat eater. No offense to the meat eaters. So some of the changes that I've actually felt, as I said, my energy has gone up. For the first couple weeks, though, I will say that my energy did go down because I was still learning and I was still getting used to how to cook as a vegan, how to nurture my body as a vegan, and I definitely did a lot of research. I follow a lot of different vegan Instagrams. Let me tell you something. Instagram is our world. Our social media is our world. We can learn absolutely everything just through social media. So I use that to kind of learn how to be vegan, learn what veganism is, and kind of go through that. What other changes that I felt? My skin has cleared up. I don't really battle with acne, but I battle with like blackheads and like dark spots. So I really started to realize that a lot of my dark spots were going away a lot easier than they were when I was eating meat. And my face started to brighten up, my skin started to brighten up. And another changes that I've seen in my body is I'm definitely a lot more, I gain muscle a lot easier, and I'm toning down a lot easier. It's not as hard for me to really get in the gym and get those results that I want as it was when I was eating meat. Now it's like, and I'm learning what proteins to really put in my body, and now it's like, within a matter of months, I've actually gotten myself down to a size that I'm happy with. I'm happy with my shape. As I said in my previous video, like, I'm not obsessing too much over the overall number. I'm obsessing over the measurements. And now it's like my measurements are something that I'm happy with and something that I'm working on. And it's a lot easier for me to get those measurements with my vegan diet. And a lot of people think that like working out and being vegan, like you're just gonna lose weight and it's not gonna be muscle. There's many different ways to gain muscle as a vegan, but I'll go into that in a different video. Just comment down below if you want that. Now a lot of people actually wonder like, what do I do before going vegan? Do I just jump right into it, like just cut out meat? No. That is probably the worst thing you can do. You will fall right back into it. And if it's not something that you're, like I said, it's a mindset. If it's not something that you're set on doing, you're not gonna follow through with it. For me, what I did was I actually did the Summerella lemonade cleanse. I call it the Summerella lemonade cleanse because everybody knows who Summerella is, and everybody knows that Summerella actually does the lemonade cleanse quite often. So they kind of go to her channel to see like how it was for her. I did it a little, I wouldn't say I did it differently, but I definitely moved through it differently. I had went to Cuba, and I felt like my Cuba pics were just, they weren't what I wanted them to be. I wasn't happy. It was bloated. It wasn't what I wanted my Cuba trip to be. But I enjoyed Cuba to the fullest. I loved it. It was amazing. I met amazing people. And me and my significant other had a great time. But when I came back, I decided I am literally going to make this commitment and I am going to do this for me. So what I did was I did the lemonade cleanse for 10 days. You can do it for 10 days, you can do it for 14 days, you can do it for 21 days. It is all up to your preference and how much you think you can take. I did it for 10 days because I felt like that's all I really needed. And it was worth it. So in the morning, I would take my saltwater flush, which is just a teaspoon of sea salt and some lukewarm water, about a cup, 8 ounces of lukewarm water. And then all throughout the day, I would have my lemonade mixture, which is fresh lemons, grade A or grade B maple syrup, organic, and cayenne pepper. And I would drink that throughout the day for 10 days. And at night, I did it every other night, but at night, I took my Smooth Move tea to get some movement in the bowels, and then it just flushed out my system. What I also did on that cleanse was I researched more vegan practices, more vegan meals. I was researching vegan restaurants because the girl was hungry, but I wasn't too hungry because the lemonade had me full. But I would like, sometimes I would just be like, I wonder what I can make next, or like where I'm gonna go when I get back on my food, when I get back to eating. So I was researching all the different vegan restaurants in Toronto and in Brampton. We ain't got really much yet. I'm still waiting on that. So I was just researching a lot. And I was praying a lot. I was writing a lot of my thoughts down, plans that I wanted to really move forward with. And it kind of gave me time to really think about myself, which is why I really like the lemonade cleanse, depending on what you use it for. Within that time, I actually I jumped from a very heavy and bloated and just falling off of a lot of things, back down to a weight that I could actually work with, a size that I could work with, and a size that I was like, all right, from here, it's only up. A lot of people, you know, would say that the lemonade cleanse is not healthy. All I'm going to say about that is do your research. It all depends on you and what you're comfortable with. But that's what I did to really clean out my body, because before I made the transition to go vegan, I didn't really clean my body of the meat and the garbage that I was eating. I kind of just went. So what I did was I did that to really clean my body and really get my body fresh and ready to be the vegan that I wanted to be. So that's what I did before I actually became vegan. I just did the lemonade cleanse and it really did help me. Another thing I want to kind of talk about is something that a lot of my friends really question. My mom has questioned me. Do I miss meat? No, I do not miss meat. And yes, I get enough protein for the life of me. I cannot seem to answer that question enough. I get enough protein. I don't miss meat at all. Would I ever go back to meat? Probably not. Just saying, I wouldn't. I don't feel the need to. I don't feel the want to. And it's just not, it's not a problem for me. It's not an issue for me. I love being vegan, even though I've been vegan for a short period of time. pretty much all. I don't want to say it's all I know, because trust me, I can still throw down in the kitchen. I can still cook chicken, fish, whatever the hell you want. But however, for myself, I'd rather throw down with my vegan meals. So that's what I choose to do. Being vegan isn't for everybody, so definitely you can start incorporating vegan meals into your diet or just kind of playing with it. You don't have to go full out vegan. This is not a video to say, hey, you be vegan. It's not. Veganism isn't for everybody. So some of my favorite vegan meals just happen to be like pretty much the basics. I don't go too all out. But some of my favorite vegan meals, for instance, like this week, I'm actually eating chickpea pasta for lunch, which is packed with about 14 grams of protein, and some steamed broccoli. And then for dinner, I actually did grilled tofu with grilled zucchini, as well as a mixture of Brussels sprouts and carrots. So my meals kind of vary. I don't have like a favorite vegan meal just yet, but I do have favorite vegan restaurants. So some of my favorite vegan restaurants, are actually, number one on the list right now would have to be Hogtown Vegan. Hogtown Vegan is downtown Toronto. It's so good. Honestly, so good. I believe it's called their Southwest combo or their Southern combo. Amazing. Number two on the list would have to be V's Vegan. So V's Vegan is a Caribbean vegan restaurant. Oh my god. That is all I have to say. And you can follow from there. They actually probably would tie with number two. Or number one. Yeah. They would tie with number one. Because they're damn good. But like, honestly, the first time I went there, I went back. I got my roti. It was me and my significant other. I got my roti. And we went back for another one. Because I couldn't not. I had to. Number three would actually have to be Doomies. Doomies is really, really good. I absolutely love their chicken and waffles. It was so good. The service is so great. The people are so nice. So that's definitely on the list. My top three, well, just because V's Vegan and V's Vegan and Hogtown actually kind of tie, I would say my top. Those are just my three. Those are my favorite vegan restaurants right now. I don't have a top five, so let's just go and say my favorite vegan restaurants right now are Hogtown Vegan, downtown Toronto, V's Vegan, I believe it's on Eglinton. It's Toronto. As well as Doomies. So those three are actually my favorites right now. I'm still struggling to find some vegan desserts, like vegan dessert places, but I have seen a few online that are downtown Toronto, Kensington Market, and a few other places. So I'm definitely gonna give them a try. Who knows, maybe on this channel I'll do like a mukbang of all vegan foods and see what I find. I might just bring my cousin on here. Who knows, I'll talk to her about it. But definitely, yeah, I got a lot of stuff that I want to try as a vegan, a lot of places I want to try as a vegan. Especially when I'm traveling. There's some vegan spots that I want to try in different states, different cities. So yeah, it's definitely fun to try new things. Like I said before though, veganism isn't for everybody. So if you just want to go to the restaurant just to try it, why the hell not? But that is it for this video, guys. Definitely comment down below and tell me what you think. Let me know if you are thinking about going vegan. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, as well as hit that subscribe button and that like button. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.